So these are the 5 biggest challenges that I faced whenever I was trying to get over my deep, embarrassing, massive, and long-going bout with alcoholism and the damage it had taken on my life, my relationship, my relationships, because it wasn't just my spouse. Yeah. 5, number 1, excuses. I had every excuse in the book. It was my back hurting. It was the need to kind of blow off the stress that I was enduring in the military and at work, dealing with people who I didn't care for throughout the day, just because I feel like getting drunk. I'm trying to think of what all. That's enough. Enough excuses, that's for sure. But yeah, just coming up with things in my head that I thought justified pretty much destroying my health regularly. It made me stupid. It made me get a DUI, which cost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. That one was so rough that I almost want to put that as like number 2 right there. But yeah, getting over the excuses that I had for why I was drinking. That right there was a start. So the next one was just getting over the feeling of being drunk and just kind of wanting to be not sober, especially in that way, which, I don't know why it's so hard, because it almost always gives you like vertigo eventually if you drink enough of it, which I always drunk more than enough of it pretty much every time I sat down. But getting over that feeling, I'm not sure if that is replacing it with smoking weed for you, or I don't know. If you don't do that, then edibles. I don't know if it is exercise or something else exhilarating. Maybe you go parachuting every day or something, and when I say parachuting, I'm not talking about drugs, by the way. I'm talking about the thing that's going to cost you thousands and thousands of dollars to do every day. So I guess that's millionaire advice right there. But or obviously maybe you go drive your car really fast somewhere where you know that there's no cops on some random road somewhere. Get enjoyment doing that, revving your engine and all of that crap, versus drinking. Or versus doing both at the same time, because that is, of course, a terrible idea. And yeah, so that's number 2. Let's say number 3. Just the habit of buying it. Like, I didn't realize how much time, effort, money, the amount of money that I spend on alcohol. I could be retired already and I'm only 28 years old if I just put that in a decent growth stock mutual fund. But anyways, yeah, the gas station. That one was a major one for me. The amount of gas stations that I went to pick up a 30 rack or 2 of Coors Light or Bud Light or Miller Lite or something. It's crazy. It's honestly, it makes no sense. I think I said Miller Lite twice. I guess you guys will see in the video. Play it back. But yeah, I spent so much time there. I mean, I don't even go inside of a gas station now, unless, like, there is no unless. I don't go inside one. I go to the pump, and then I pump, and then I leave. Like, that's my life different now than back whenever I was buying alcohol all the time. So that's number 3. I'd say for number 4, clubbing. Clubbing was a big one for me. So I was at a party pretty much from sophomore year of high school all the way up into like getting married, basically, and a little bit after that. Like, clubbing was my thing. Give me a was it Dos Equis? No, give me a Corona with a lime. Man, oh man, you can catch me with 2 Coronas with limes in my hand walking through the club, and that's the second time, which means 1, I pre-gamed it, so I was already daggone near blackout before I even got there. Then I just had 2 successfully, and then this time you're gonna see it slip out of my hand because of how freaking wet the glass is and fall all over the floor, and I'm gonna have to go back and go get another one as soon as I get done drinking the one that's still in my hand. I was on that foolishness. And I'm taking my vape out and I'm blowing it up in the club. Cause I was on savage time. Anyways, not really, but getting over thinking that I needed to go to the club drunk, which, I mean, kind of true. So I remember the first time that I went to the club sober, which was in the Philippines, whenever I went to build schools for the U.S. military. I mean, not for the U.S. military, but it was for the Filipinos. But they sent me over there to build the schools. And we had a party. It was pretty much a rave. And that's the type of music, at least, that they were playing at this place. And it was so cool. People there, that I've been cool with for years already at that point. I think maybe like 1 or 2. I had already been stationed up in Alaska before we went over to the Philippines, and Balakatan, to be specific. And this was back in 2017. So went out and had fun, danced. It was pretty cool. I actually even tried, whenever I got back up to Alaska one night sober, just to see if I could do it. I'm trying to remember if I pre-gamed or not. I don't think I pre-gamed, but I went out and clubbed, and it was actually kind of cool to not be so completely wasted that I'm tripping over my words and like about to fall everywhere and dropping beers in the club. But yeah, it was okay. But I mean, realistically, like, since I've been sober, I pretty much don't club. I mean, really, since I've been married, I don't really club like that. But even more than that, maybe you do need to be drunk to be able to get past the fact that there's all of that music blasting in your ears and there's a bunch of sweaty people in here. And I don't know about you, but I don't like being around a bunch of people a lot. So I mean, at least not in my normal time. Like if a bunch of people showed up at my house talking about let's like get inside of your house and like be around you, that would be insane. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to pay to subject myself to the exact same thing at a club that is very dimly lit and there's a possibility of a fight happening in? But I was doing it, probably because I was drunk. So anyway, so that, and I'd say the last thing that I had to get over, to the hardest and the last thing that I had to get over to get past alcoholism, just the mindset that I'm pretty much going to be destructive instead of a creative force in the world like I am now. I mean, I guess, pretty sure there's plenty of drunk YouTubers and or YouTubers who like review a bunch of alcohol or something like that, so they definitely are not sober. But I mean, on the level of a father, on the level of a creator, on the level of a business person, a CEO who just started a company this year, I know, and I say it, I'm more restating this because I feel like it was more of one of the more powerful of these points. I don't think that I could be here doing what I do now if I was still doing things the way that I was doing them then. I mean, who knows? Maybe I could be a very successful drunk person, but I'm glad I don't have to figure that out. I am not going back. Oh, I guess I'll stay over here. Okay. But yeah, that wraps this up. Those are the 5 for me, the big things that I had to get over in my life. Hopefully some of these things are relatable to you, and whatever stage of life you are in right now, whatever country, state, whatever your county is. I mean, even if it just shows you, more into my mindset, to where something sticks and rubs off on you, hopefully it's helpful, because I had like a disastrous life, and now I actually enjoy my life, and I'm also sober. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk you could do it without alcohol? It's almost like I'm trying to tell you something. All right. Check the link in the description below. Also, I offer consulting for this sort of thing. A few other things more related to your career, but we'll just stick to this one since this is the topic that we're on today. And I will catch you in the next one. Have a good one. Be safe. Don't get a DUI like I did.